modulus functions. So we need to solve this inequality. So the first step is to treat the inequality as an equation. So we replace the smaller than sign with the equal sign, and then we solve the equation. So to solve a modulus equation, we just try the two possibilities when it's positive and when it's negative. So for this kind of questions, let's just keep the left side always positive, and for the right side we try when it's positive and when it's negative, and then we solve. So from the 2 times we get this, and we subtract 2x from both sides, and we subtract 2a from both sides, we get this, and then we divide by 4, we get the first x value. So same thing, we expand, and then we add 2x to both sides, we get 8x, and we subtract 2a from both sides, we have minus 5a, and divide by 8, we get the other x value, the solution. Okay, so this time we don't need to check by plugging in, because obviously we have absolute on both sides. They must be both positive, so it's got to be correct. We don't even need to check. Okay, now the solutions to the equation is called the critical values. So now we put the critical values on a number line, and since a is positive, minus 5 over 8a must be on the left, 1/4 a must be on the right, because the a is positive. Now to check, just use some random positive value for a, because we know the a is positive. Just make it simple. Let's say the a is 1. So now we need to check which intervals we can use. So there are 3 possible intervals. On the left, smaller than minus 5 over 8a, in the middle, between minus 5 over 8a and 1/4 a, or on the right, bigger than 1/4 a. So to find out which interval we can use, just plug in any random number. So for this interval, we can use anything smaller than minus 5 over 8a, just like minus 10a, and in the middle, just use something in the middle between these two positive negative values, so just use 0, and on the right we can use something obviously bigger than 1/4 a, like 10a. So now we use, because the a is 1, this is just minus 10, we use minus 10, we plug in to the original inequality. So if you plug in using a calculator, just like this, using the ABS button, shift and something to get the ABS absolute. So we use the ABS absolute value function in the calculator, plug in minus 10 on the left, and on the right we plug in minus 10 also, and see what we get. So if we plug in minus 10, we get 58 on the left, 17 on the right, which means the left hand side, it is not smaller than. So if you look at the original inequality, the left side is supposed to be smaller than. So in this case, we cannot use the left interval, because obviously 58 is not smaller than 17. Now for the middle value, we plug in 0, we get 2 and 3. 2 is smaller than 3, so this means we can use the middle interval. And on the right, we plug in 10a, so 10 times 1 is 1. After plugging in 10, we see what we get, 62, 23. 62 is not smaller than 23, we cannot use the right interval. So since we can only use the middle interval, the final answer is between minus 5 over 8a and 1/4 a. Alright, I'll see you